I've been in Tokyo for 1 month climbing in the B-Pump bouldering gyms. This is my 8th month bouldering since I've started, and I just want to get better, so I came to Japan. And I was really surprised to see who was training in the gyms. So it's ramen season in Japan, which means it's getting colder. Also, people are getting sick. I'm on the subway all the time, and people are sniffling. I actually ended up getting a little sick too, which eventually ended up affecting one of my climbing days. But my first day was in B-Pump Akihabara, and finally it wasn't raining, so it was my first time training on the rooftop, which is really cool. It's like a giant boulder with a bunch of problems on it. It kind of gives you that outdoor feel, like you're actually climbing on rock outside. That's something I really want to do actually in the future. I hear climbing in Japan is really cool. Outdoor rock climbing? Hopefully I get to do that soon. Yeah, climbing on the rooftop was cool because it's like you're feeling the weather, you're feeling the breeze. So I started warming up with some lighter problems before I worked my way up. And my goal now in the B-Pump gyms is to do as many blue level 4Q as possible. And if I can, accomplish 3Q. And 3Q is about my absolute max I've found this week. 3Q is very difficult. 3Q really puts me at my limit, my absolute limit. And I found that especially with the B-Pump gyms. I don't know whether to project one problem and be on that problem the whole time. Sometimes hours go by and I'm on a problem. I'm like, should I have used this time more wisely? I just get frustrated that my body can't learn the move fast enough, so. But I know I definitely am seeing progress being here, because not that long ago I wasn't able to do 4Q. And just right here, I'm able to quickly adjust and do 4Q pretty easily. I do see my body getting stronger, just challenging myself and being consistent, and I just have to be patient. Here's another 4Q dyno move, which is actually a very interesting start because you have to pull yourself and not jump too hard, otherwise you'll slip off. So I thought that was really creative how they set the dynos here in B-Pump as well. You have to adjust your body. So this is a red dyno, and I didn't really like how I did the first dyno start, but I ended up solving the problem. This is another problem which I was pretty frustrated with because you have to put yourself in a toe hook in the middle part, and for some reason my toe hooks are really weak, and I can't figure out why. Like they just slide off, and I'm trying to really use my foot muscle, whatever that is. Now this is a 3Q, which I really believed I could do, and it's a pretty blind catch. Like you don't really see the hold, but once I figured it out and I use the energy I have in the first couple hours, I was able to catch it. That was my first 3Q in B-Pump, or first 3Q other than the comp boulder. Somebody on the internet was saying that the B-Pump Ogikubo comp tapes aren't equivalent to leveling. I disagree because that was pretty hard, and I've seen a lot of people fail on that. It was really, really not 4Q. It was definitely 3Q. I just bounced between the floors, feel it out. I went down to the second floor to try a new wall that they put in, but I don't think I'm ready for that. And I wanted to redo that dyno problem, so I redid the red one, but I wasn't able to finish it. And this is about by hour 3, hour 4, I just really feel like my body is completely drained. So I can't even do problems that I can at my max within the first 2 hours of coming to the gym. That's when I could do like the best problems I've learned. My body just gets really tired fast, I guess. So I went to this slab, So maybe I could just do slabs towards the end of my sessions, which don't use too much energy, and I could work more on that technique because I do need to work more on my balance. That's for sure. This is another 3Q, which I got really close to. Hopefully, when I come back to Akihabara, I can fully complete that one. I start my week off with Akihabara, and then I go to Ogikubo by the end of the week. I was actually healing from being a little sick, so my body was feeling weak, and I really realized it when I got on the walls. I was like, wow, I guess my body's a lot weaker today, so I still wanted to get a session in. This ending of this problem with the crimps is very challenging. But I wanted to try the new comp wall, which I thought was doable, of course. And when I got up there, I was like, whoa. Even level 1 is really tough. And I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling really weak this day. And then when I was climbing, I saw Mao Nakamura as I was doing my project, my 4Q project in Ogikubo. And she was climbing nearby. She is a professional climber here in Japan, very talented. After seeing me do this problem, she just went and flashed it easy. It was pretty much a warm up for her, but I learned a lot from watching just her do this. So that's one thing about being in a gym where Olympic climbers come to, is that you learn a lot from watching them. This is another day I came back. Then the same week, I gave myself time to heal, and I felt much better. I felt like I was much stronger. I was excited to come back and do that problem. But before then, I warmed up and I did this red problem, 5Q. And then I got up to try the problem. And my muscle memory remembered all the moves. So I'm glad my body adjusted. And I did a similar technique to what Mao did. I see a lot of people put their feet up here, but I just put my knee and I was able to finish it. I was so happy that I got that. It was a really cool problem. And on this day, Miho Nonaka was there and Soratu Anraku was there. And they were training. So I didn't want to disturb them, I know they're working out. They're doing a gym sesh in the off season, so I didn't really want to say what's up and disturb them, but I kind of regret it because I am a big fan of them. But it's really cool just to watch them do their thing. And what's cool for me was actually seeing them fall off some of the 3Qs during their warm up. And I would be hard on myself falling off the problems, seeing such good climbers flash them in the gym, but seeing Olympic level athletes fall off during their warm-ups, it made me feel better about, falling off. Then you realize just how challenging this Ogikubo B-pump gym is. Every week I do feel like I'm getting much stronger just being here in Japan, training beside these athletes, and not even the athletes, the Japanese locals, like even the kids. It's inspiring seeing how passionate they are and how good they are coming to this gym. I do recommend, if you are in Japan and you're into bouldering, definitely come to these gyms and spend a lot of time in them. You'll see the progress just from training at this level.